Now early in the morning, Jesus came again into the temple, and all the people came to him, and he sat down, and he taught them. Then the scribes and the Pharisees brought to him a woman caught in adultery. Now the Pharisees, they hated Jesus. They were not after justice. They wanted to trap him, to catch him in his words, so they could arrest him and remove him. That was their plan. And when that woman was caught, they didn't show mercy. They didn't give her a chance. They grabbed her, and they said, "You will die today." And with one violent shove, they threw her forward, and she landed right at the feet of Jesus. And then something happened, something she never expected, something that would change everything. That woman, trembling, broken, ashamed, she looked up to the man at whose feet she now lay, and Jesus looked down at her, and for just a moment, a single sacred moment, their eyes met. And then she heard the voice of the accuser shouting, "Teacher, Moses says she must die. What do you say?" But Jesus, the Son of God, he didn't argue. He didn't react. He stooped down and he began to write on the ground with his finger, as if he didn't even hear them. But they wouldn't stop. They kept pressing him, kept demanding an answer. And then Jesus stood up. He looked them in the eye and said, "Let the one who is without sin among you be the first to throw a stone at her." Oh, my friends, there stood the oldest Pharisee, stones already in his pockets, his hand twitching, his heart pounding. And that voice of truth was ringing in his ears. "Let the one who is without sin cast the first stone." And in that moment, the Holy Spirit touched him. He began to sweat. He began to tremble. He looked around. "How can I? I am guilty too." He dropped his eyes, lifted his garment, and quietly backed away. And then another and another. From the oldest to the youngest, they all backed off. And suddenly, it was just Jesus and that woman. That, my brothers and sisters, is the moment of salvation. And Jesus looked at her, not with condemnation, but with compassion. And he said, "Woman, where are your accusers?" She looked around and said, "Lord, they are all gone. No one has condemned me." And then Jesus, the only one who could have judged her, the only one without sin, said these words, "Neither do I condemn you. Go in peace and sin no more."